On a beautiful 82-degree day in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the sun is out, the sky is clear, along with a gentle breeze. Today is a perfect day for soccer, as our hometown New Brunswick Zebras take on the visiting JFK Mustangs in a GMC White Division matchup. Hello, I'm Stephen Roca, and I'll be providing the commentary for today's game. And we are live! Getting us underway will be New Brunswick, appearing to be in a 4-4-2 formation. Over to Solano now, giving it over to center back. Now to Pena. Pena on the far sideline has space. He'll come up to the midfield, trying to send his man. Here's Guzman, who's going to chase down the ball, but it'll go into the hands of Sandor, the JFK goalkeeper, who's been sensational this beginning season. Now headed up. Here comes Osorio and Lipinski. Now Solano giving it over to Ortiz. Martinez with the moves. Going to the back line. Santos gives it over to Pena on the far sideline once again. Feeling some pressure from Lopes. And now here comes Matos. Back to Santos. Santos. Look at the Pena once again. Challenged by Lopes. He'll give it over to the midfield. Here comes number 7. Gives it off to his player. Up in the air. Collymore gets a right foot to it. Off the head of Gumise. Far sideline once again. Here's the cross into the middle. Diaz getting a foot on it. Trying a shot. Blocked away. Collymore. He'll look to clear it. Osorio coming away with it. Guarded by Solano. Trying to send a man forward. Osorio guarding his man tightly. Galindo. Still going with it. Here's Guzman. Guzman. Off Lipinski. Now it's into the right side of the box. Tripped up, no call. Collymore looking for Osorio. Now here's Miranda, the playmaker on the JFK Mustangs. Here's Lopes on the left wing. Too short for Osorio, and now New Brunswick will take possession. Has an open field. Here's the breakaway. Crosses it up. Too far out. Here's Zarate trying to find his man. Ortiz, left corner. Here's Martinez. Martinez! And Martinez gets a nice shot on goal. A little too high above the crossbar, but it was a great attempt. And with that, New Brunswick looks alive in this game in the early goings. It was a good attempt by Zarate, who found Martinez, who came flashing into the middle. And he took his shot a little off. It was quite on target, I would say. A pretty good shot. Just has to be a little lower next time as the ball is floating into the air. Here's Osorio. Osorio feeling pressure from Solano. Tries to go between Martinez and Solano, and Martinez comes away with it. Up to Sarmiento now. Here's the header by Zarate. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll still be New Brunswick ball. Solano to Zarate. Martinez, the center midfielder. Sending it over, switching fields. Beautiful pass. Off the chest of Sarmiento. JFK trying to send it up, but it'll be a throw-in for New Brunswick. Fighting for it on the far sideline. New Brunswick with possession once again. Pena. Over to the middle is Reyes. Switching fields to Solano, the left back. Martinez. Miranda almost comes away with it. Miranda. Ortiz. Matos. Here's Lopes trying to fight for Osorio. And Solano comes away with it. Near sideline. Kicks it out is Ortiz. High kick, and it'll go out of bounds. Little off target to his, probably looks like it was intended for Pena, but it'll be Mustang ball once again. Off Collinmore's head. It's Pena. Pena. Just letting the ball go out of bounds. Here's a throw in. Quick one by Mustangs. Martinez trying to send it forward. Here's Lipinski. Strong kick. Pena. Martinez looking for Solano. Goes way back into the line. Solano. Now Martinez. Good no-look pass to Ortiz. Osorio. Fighting for it. 3 Zebras on him now. Solano with a nice back kick. Switching fields. Here's Restaro. Trying to come away with it. Here come the Zebras. Far sideline. Diaz with the defense. Kicking it out. It'll be Zebra ball. So far we see a lot of possession by the New Brunswick Zebras in this game. Mustangs not really able to hold on to possession. More so on the back of their toes. There's a throw into Martinez at midfield. Martinez now swinging over to the left sideline. Lays it off to Solano. Solano giving it off to Ortiz. Ortiz tries to center. Off of Lipinski. Here comes Osorio. Not a good kick. It's intercepted. Matos to Miranda in the center circle. Collimore. Now here's a breakaway for the Mustangs. Collimore holds off a defender. Still with it. Here's Osorio. Here's the cross. And with that, it was headed away. Pena will make the clearance. Sarmiento on the far sideline. And it'll go out of bounds. Mustangs with possession. Headed. New Brunswick able to come away with it. Still bouncing around, and now Matos gets a foot onto it at the midfield. Trying to find Osorio, and it took a quick bounce off his foot. It ricocheted right off his hand. Unfortunately, sometimes the ball just takes a bounce like that, and it just bounces off the hand. Nothing you can do about that, but it'll be a free kick for the Zebras. Now over to Sarmiento. Trying to come away with it. Over midfield. Osorio nearly intercepts the pass. Solano. Martinez. Sending it up. Good defense by Diaz. Miranda. Now advancing it forward. Oh, no, good no-look pass. Lays it off to Ortiz in the far corner. Near side corner, go by Gumise. Intercepted by Martinez. Martinez. Feeling pressure from Ortiz. Here's the pass all the way to the far corner. And now the Zebras look like they're pushing their men forward. Here's a cross into the box. Going out of bounds. It'll stay in New Brunswick possession, and they will be awarded a free corner kick. Coming into the game today, the Zebras are 2-0, having defeated the Sayreville Bombers and Colonia Patriots by commanding scores of 4-1 in both games. Here's the cross. Off the head, no good. And Sandor is able to scoop it up. And he'll wait for his men to push forward. The leading goal scorer for the the Zebras is Kevin Sanchez, who has 3 goals and 1 assist to his credit. Now, over on the far sideline, Miranda tries to find Restaro. Booted away. He'll find Guzman. It's Ortiz, rather. Ortiz lays it off to Solano, the left back, crosses it in. Lipinski is there for it. Miranda, far sideline. Mendez. Miranda trying to do a give and go. And it looks like he got knocked down. No call there. Here comes Ortiz. Defense by Gumise. Still with possession. Here's a shot. It was a grounder. And not on target, but it's something for the Zebras, as they've had the only shot attempts for the game today. Here's the goal kick by Sandor. Gumise smartly heads it, going off of Zarate. Going. Here's the header off Solano. Martinez able to track it down. Switching fields. Galindo. Surging forward is Guzman. Here come the Zebras, and it goes out of bounds. But so far, there's a good field viewing by number 21 Martinez, the center midfielder for the Zebras. So far, he's been doing a good job of getting the ball and staying under control and switching fields to the open side to set his team up in good scoring position. Plays it off to Restaro. Lopes all by himself. Double team. Here's good defense. Trying to come away with it. Martinez. Sending it forward. He finds Ortiz. Zarate. Bouncing around into the midfield. Miranda comes away with it. He's going to try to send Osorio. And it's just out of reach. And the goalkeeper, Inestrosa, is able to pick it up. And now it'll go to Sandor. Switching goal to goalkeeper's possessions here on the play. Good kick. To no avail, no open man, and it will go out of bounds at the midfield on the far sideline. Miranda challenging the Zebra midfielder. Still at the midfield. And here comes Reyes with the kick. Lipinski finds Mendez. Sending it up. Here's Restaro. Feels the pressure from Martinez. Restaro crossing over midfield. And it'll go into the back line off Reyes. Reyes with some good defending so far in this first half. Sending it forward to Guzman. In the box, Lipinski's there to clear it out. Good kick off Solano. Good settle there by Ortiz. Martinez. Here's the cross inside. Off the head of Gumise. No good. Here's Diaz. Bicycle kick. To no avail. But here's Matos. And now it's good steal by Solano. And Solano sending a rainbow over to the goalkeeper. It was a good shot attempt. And now we're going to see another substitution for the Mustangs. Collymore will be going out of the game. So far we've seen good play by both sides, more so by New Brunswick, as they have the Mustangs on their heels in this first half. Mustangs right now is 1-2. First losing to South River, then South Plainfield. Guess they don't like the teams in the South. But they did pick up a win against Woodbridge. 3-1. In a game where Miranda and Diaz both received red cards and had to play a man down with 29 minutes remaining in the second half. But Migas was able to come away with a good formation. I believe he had a back five on that one, and they were able to hold on to the 2-goal lead even though they were down 2 men. So now here's Santos. He'll send it up to Galindo. Over into the midfield, Galindo. Backline Santos. Over to Solano on the near sideline at midfield. Jumping up in Gumusei. Able to come away with it, but not maintain possession. And off the head of Zarate. Gives the Mustangs a little bit of trouble. Off Gumusei, and it'll be a throw-in. Here's a throw-in from Zarate. Still bouncing around, no one able to get a touch on it. Now Zebras have it in the far corner. Sending it to the corner of the box. Trying to boot it away. The Mustangs are trying to get this one out of there. Not showing too much urgency. New Brunswick looking like they might score in this possession. Zarate not able to come away with it. And now he does. Lipinski, he's there to stop it. The pressure continues. Here's the cross into the middle of the box. And it's a save by Sandor. He'll be able to hit it over the crossbar and out of bounds. Looked like he could have hauled it in, but he wasn't sure if there were any Zebra defenders coming in to head it out. So, good job by Sandor. Now, the Zebras will set up for a corner kick. Leading goal scorer for the Mustangs is Noah Miranda with 2 goals and an assist, along with Christian Lopes with 2 goals of his own. Headed out by Diaz, one of the taller Mustang defenders. On the sideline. Switching fields over to Solano. Solano in his own half. Gives it over to Inestrosa. Inestrosa tries to look for Pena. Pena will find Martinez in the center half. Martinez sending it up off Zarate. Good headers all around. Lipinski signals to Sandor to pick up the ball, and it was a good communication of a play. Sandor, booming kick downfield. Alright, the center circle Osorio will try to fight with it with Martinez, but goes over to Solano, and now we'll see Ortiz with it. Zarate, Lipinski, good defense. Has some field if he wants to, but he lays it off to Miranda. Miranda not really able to get many touches in this game so far, which will be a key component later down the line. Free kick. Off of Mendez. And now going out of bounds, it'll be New Brunswick ball. And as you can see, the New Brunswick football team is practicing about a few yards away. Their field is very close. And now coming into the game for the Zebras, number 11, Felix Rojas. And another player, I believe, couldn't see who it was. It might have been Sarmiento. Hit the shot, no good. And Sandor will take a free kick and try to get rid of this one. Here's a kick downfield. To the midfield, it's headed out. Lipinski gets a touch to it, and now still in possession of the Zebras. Switches fields. Solano feeling pressure from Osorio. Matos. Lumase. Osorio. Going back and forth. Lopes. See what Lopes can do here on the right wing. Good defense from Santos. Going to call a foul, and now it looks like Bilal Gumase will set up for a free kick on the near sideline, deep in Zebra territory. And we'll see the wall of strikers from the Zebra set up about 10 yards in front of him. Alright, here's the kick. Here's a header by Lopes. And it's scooped up easily by Inestrosa. Not too much force on that one. And now here's a push. We're going to see Rojas. Rojas on the right wing. Rojas trying to find something here. He's guarded by Collymore. Sorry, Diaz. And it sails way out of bounds. Off target, but you have to admit it was a good attempt. You know, you gotta like when you see your players actually going for the goal and just trying to lay the ball out there and make those kicks. Because sometimes, like we've seen with the Mustangs, they just wait till they're inside the box to score on many occasions, and a lot of times that's not when your opportunities come. Your opportunities might come about 25 yards out, and those might be the best ones since they're many times unexpected by the goalkeepers. Lipinski, Miranda, now into the midfield, trying to send it up. Star will try to chase it down. Lopes, Osorio, oh, can't get to it, and Inestrosa is there to clear it out. But there was some real pressure there by the Mustangs on the Zebras, and Inestrosa not really doing too much in this first half, but he made a smart decision by coming out and was able to clear it, and now the Mustangs will take a corner kick. And Mustangs are setting up inside. Here's the cross. Bouncing around, goes too far out. Mustangs able to come away with it. Lopes stolen away. Sending it up. Here's a good touch. Oh, this could be great. Oh, it's Michael Sandor with the save. And he finds Lopes on the left wing. Lopes working that sideline. Sends it over to the middle. Miranda. New Brunswick. Here's a breakaway. And it was a close call, but it was offsides. The referee, as you can see, was standing right there to make the call. So it was a good play. But now you can see that both teams have a little more fire underneath them. Trying to get a first goal and draw some blood in this game. Draw first blood, I should say. Not draw blood. Both teams have been playing very clean and good fundamental game. And Sandor will get an easy scoop. Osorio, Martinez. Martinez looks for Solano. Now here's over to Ortiz, left wing. Osorio fighting for it. Solano coming away with it. Gumase. Now here comes Zarate. Zarate guarded by Gumase. Headed over to the center. Ortiz fakes the kick. Ortiz with some fancy footwork here. Lays it off to Solano on the left wing. Crosses it. Kidding it out. Lands in Ortiz. And Ortiz tries to fire it away, but Sandor is there for the easy scoop. Again, another attempt by the Zebras. Getting some licks here on goal. But Sandor, not too hard for Sandor, not too much of a fireball. But it was on target. And as the ball goes out, we'll see the Mustangs with possession. Mendez throws it in off Miranda. There's a cross inside. Sandor running to it. And in the foot race, it almost went to Zarate on that one, but Sandor pushing his men forward with the kick. Finding for it in the center circle. Martinez gives Osorio a little friendly shove. Now here's Osorio. And Martinez once again. Martinez comes away with it to Solano. Now over to Ortiz, near sideline. Guarded by Osorio. With the right kick. Finds a man in the center. Here's Rojas. Rojas! And it was deflected off a few players there that were right there, ready for the shot. Rojas trying to find a goal here early on. And Zebras once again having another corner kick attempt. We haven't seen much from the Mustangs in this game. Here's the kick. To no one. Chased down by New Brunswick. Trying to send it forward. There's Zarate on it. Zarate trying to blast it in there. Going out of bounds. So let's get another attempt. Zarate throws it in. To Pena. Give it over to the center. Zarate. And it was a quick call offside, but the referee was there to make it. No arguing here. Just a bit of frustration. It'll be Diaz taking the free kick inside the box. Finds Miranda, who's able to corral it. Miranda. Here's Galindo. Galindo over to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Zarate. Goal! Goal! What a shot by Zarate over from Sanchez. The two connect. It was Galindo over to Sanchez and Sanchez over to Zarate, the captain, number 7, for the first goal of the game. Going right down the middle of the field. There was nothing that Sandor could do. Went right past left side of his body. Too fast to make an attempt on it. Good play by the Zebras. And now Diaz is with it. Sit out. Matos. Sending it up. Lopes. Almost gets to it, but Inestrosa is there for the keep. Martinez. Going over to Reyes. Switching fields. Here's Solano. Near side. Ortiz. Here's Solano. Goes off of the Mustang defender, I believe. Goodmase. Able to get a touch on it. Osorio. Martinez. Good touch. Still bouncing around. Here come the Zebras inside the box. Goal! Goal! And Sanchez with the finish. Sanchez about 6 yards out in the box, and he just drills it, rifling a cannon into the left corner of the goal, right past Sandor, just like Zarate did about 2 minutes ago. And now New Brunswick looking to have a 2-goal lead over the Mustangs. Martinez. Here's Nostaro. Miranda chasing it down. Here's Martinez again, switching fields. Gonna find Ortiz at midfield. Ortiz. There's a chance. Sending Ortiz. Ortiz on the left side. Crosses it over. And it's just out of reach. Oh, Galindo is almost there to send it right in. And that would have been 3 goals in about 3 minutes. The Mustangs have to rethink what they're doing on defense because the Zebras have found a void. And it looks like they can start doing some damage like they already have. Mustangs have to be careful as Sandor sets the ball into place for the goal kick, and Sandor can't be happy, letting up 2 goals now. Boot. Head up by Zarate. Zarate. Lays it off to Ortiz, left side. Ortiz fakes it. Here's Galindo. Galindo crosses it over. Here's the header. And the header not too strong by Zarate, and Sandor is looking to push it. Again, it's intercepted. Here's a kick, and smartly, Sandor knows where his goal is and lets it go out of bounds. Quick move. Falls behind him. Sarmiento. Lopes. There's a cluster of players still trying to get the ball. Here's a throw in. It's going to be taken by Rostaro. Rostaro. Trying to send it forward to no avail. And it looks like we might see a substitution here, but Enestrosa will set it up for a goal kick. You can see Rojas here on the near sideline calling for it. The boot finds a man. Miranda says back line. Diaz. Not a strong kick. Intercepted by Galindo. Diaz sending it up. Here's Rojas on the left wing. Rojas cuts back right. Here's the shot. Comes off his foot in a funny way, not what he was expecting. And it goes in almost a straight line to the sidelines. And on the far sideline, at about the 18-yard line, Mustangs will throw it in. Here's it at midfield. Center mid, Martinez gives it over to Solano. Martinez cuts back right on Matos. Lays it off. Good give and go. Here's Martinez. Tries a shot of his own. And it'll go out of bounds. And now it looks like we'll see a substitution. Going out will be Galindo, number 10. One of the captains on this team. And coming in, can't really see the name there, but he'll be going back onto the midfield. Far sideline, tries to cross it into the box. Here's a header! And getting a header on it, it looks like it was Rojas. Rojas not able to come away with it. Going out of bounds. Far left of the goal. And it'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs. Letting up 2 goals already for this Mustang defense. They actually only let up 1 goal against Woodbridge, and they were down by 2 men. So you can tell that this is a good New Brunswick team with score making ability. It's being fought for on the far sideline. Looks like there was a shove on Rostaro as Rostaro hit the floor. And the referee will award a free kick for New Brunswick as the coach was claiming there was a hold on Rostaro. Rostaro was holding. Switching fields. Here's Solano. Once again, the left back. To Martinez. Martinez. Cutting back again. Good moves. Lays it off to number 12. Rojas. Rojas with some moves. Coming down the left side. Lays it off for Sanchez. It's too far out of reach. And it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Bilal Gumanseh, one of the good key defenders for the Mustangs, playing in the right back position. Had a groin injury last year that sidelined him for a bit. Matos sends it up to Miranda on the right wing, center half. Miranda now actually has it. Matos in the midfield. Miranda back to Matos. And it goes over to Martinez. Martinez looking to push something over here. Here's Lipinski. And it goes out of bounds. Throw in. Off the head of Gumanseh. Here comes Lipinski. Lipinski has to be careful. He's in the corner. Gives it over to Gumanseh in the box. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez, this is dangerous. And it goes right off of the legs of Sandor. Still in the box. And headed out by Mendez. And it's going to be booted away by Lipinski. Looking reluctant to be able to kick that one out. And it's Sandor able to make a miraculous save there with his legs in the nick of time. And Sanchez almost had another goal for himself. Out of bounds, we're waiting for a throw-in. But what a play. That was something. Sanchez almost scored on Sandor. And now on the far sideline, looks like Guzman trying to send it in. Matos. Miranda. Juggling with it. Has some space in the open field. To the left to Rostaro. The wave. Still up in the air. Coming down with it. Here comes Mendez. Rostaro rather. Rostaro. In the left wing. Tries to find Mendez to Rostaro, I should say. And Solano has it near sideline. Martinez looking to kick it far upfield. Miranda was able to intercept the pass. Miranda to the left wing. Here's Lopes. Lopes looking to make a cut inside the box. Feeling the pressure from Pena. Rostaro can't hold off Martinez. Taken away easily. And now here's a breakaway. Here's the breakaway to Sanchez in the middle. High kick. Still up in the air. Comes down with it. Here's the kick! And that was a good attempt. Too far out wide onto the right side of the goal. And Sandor will be able to place it for another goal kick. The Zebras are now hounding and pounding and attacking at the goal, and they are striking here. They smell the blood as JFK now has opened up the wound, like showing the fangs of Dracula once you see blood. There's the cross inside. Lipinski's there to stop it though. 23. Going up to Martinez. Martinez switching fields. Solano on the near side. Gives it over to Sanchez. Here's the defense by Osorio trying to come away with it. Sanchez sending it up. Still being passed around here. Trying to get something over there on the far sideline. In the middle, Osorio gets a foot on it. It's over to Martinez. At midfield, tries to make a move on Osorio. He's guarded tightly by him. He lays it off to Solano. Sorry, not letting up. And it goes out of bounds. Dumas thought it was for him, but Solano throws it in quickly. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez looking inside. Kicked out by Mendez. Here's a shot by Sarmiento! And Sarmiento able to connect into the old onion bag. And Sarmiento, who was a part of that play earlier on, finds himself a goal. And now New Brunswick starting to pour it on. It's a 3-goal lead over the Mustangs, and the Zebras are now in command of this game. Mustangs, in quite the deficit, have dug themselves a hole now. As we approach near the half, they'll have to reevaluate their game plan and get something else going for themselves, because this is not working. There's Solano. Let's throw it in. And the pass from Guzman, and the referee will call it, and that's the end of the first half. 3-0 Zebras. And the second half is underway. On the far sideline, it looks like it's Osorio trying to find Lopes, the intended receiver. But Martinez is able to come away with it now. Over here comes Rojas. Over to number 16, Inestrosa. He's into the game now. Inestrosa fighting off Miranda, but Miranda tries a shot. Too far out to the right. But the Mustangs trying to get something going now in the second half. It's early on, and it took them quite a while in the first half to get their first shot on goal. If they had one, I can't even remember. But if they did, there weren't many. So now, over the 2, Inestrosa takes his time, and here comes Zarate. Martinez sends it over to the left wing. Played around by Sanchez. Martinez will send it back to his back line, Santos. Over to Martinez. Martinez with the excellent passing. Trying to find Ortiz. Sanchez. Sanchez over to Guzman. Lots of activity going on that far sideline, but nothing advancing. Inside the box, there's a cross headed out by Mendez, who's right there, and it's going to be booted away. Cleared out of bounds. And now we'll see a throw-in. Sanchez to Miranda. And the call, foul from behind. I believe that was on Martinez. But the Mustangs looking a little sharper coming into the second half now, but they have a ways to go as Kalimar is back into the game. Pinsky gives it over to Mendez. Intercepted. Now on the right wing, Rojas tries to send Sanchez. Sanchez, goes right past Sandor, and what a shot that somehow does not go into the back of the net. A gift that was perhaps given by Sanchez, and it just isn't able to connect. Sandor lucky on that one. He would have been furious at his back line for giving away that goal. Over to the midfield, looking for Miranda, intercepted by Martinez. In the center, Zarate tries to send Sanchez. And again, called for offside by the side official. So far we've only seen New Brunswick get called for offside. but they're the ones who have had the opportunities and have been making plays for their teams. Sandor, strong kick, off the head of Martinez. Here's the cross over to Rojas on the right wing, in the center. Gives it over to center back, Martinez. Now here on the near sideline. Martinez scans the field, going back to the near sideline. Sending it over, trying to get something. Defended by Mendez. And with that, it'll be a free kick. And it looks like Diaz will take the free kick. Sending it over to the midfield, Miranda. Not able to come away with it. And Galindo sends it over to the far sideline for Solano. Kicked out. Miranda comes away with it. The midfield. Martinez guarded tightly by Miranda, sending him into his own half. Kicks it away as Inestrosa. Martinez. And here comes Osorio. Chasing it down. Collymore. Up in the air by Rojas. Zarate fighting with Restaro. Collymore. Trying to run onto it is Osorio. Not able to get a foot on it. And the frustration is showing for the Mustangs. Martinez. And with a midfielder like Martinez, it's very hard to get shots on. Here's the box. Inside the box. Shots no good. Collymore and just not able to get a foot on it from before, but Diaz is able to clear it, and now again it's on the left wing. And Coach Megitz is furious at his team right now and yelling at them for the defense that they're displaying at this point. And it'll be another corner kick for the Zebras. And they're continuing exactly what they left off with in the first half. Pinning the Mustangs in their own half for much of the time. Cross comes right out. Over there, there's a Zebra player with it. Goes past the defenders, crosses it inside. Here's the header. It's inside the box. Can he put it away? No, he can't. Here's Mendez who gets the clearance. Martinez. Here's Restaro. Restaro coming away with it. But here's the defense trying to come away with it again. There's a little bit of shoving, and Restaro was in a nice little competition with the Zebra defender there. And the referee will award it to the Mustangs. But for once, we're seeing some aggression and some contact here in the game. It hasn't been too aggressive so far on both sides. Mustangs are going to have to look for other options and start pulling out their tool belt and see what else they can do. And if aggression is one of them, they're going to need to start using it. Mendez with the kick. Goes pretty straight out to the corner box. And out wide, there's a throw-in for the Zebras. Martinez. Switching fields. Here's a man on the wing. And it's a good save by Sandor, who's able to slide and scoop it up. Now booting it away. Headed over by Reyes. And in the far corner, Pena will track it down. Trying to get something here. New Brunswick with much of the possession this entire game. Mustangs can only get a foot on the ball for maybe 2 seconds, if anything. Not much control and possession. Trying to send it into the center. Restaro is able to come away with it. Miranda on the right wing. Looks like he gets clipped up on a tackle, and it'll be a free kick going for the Mustangs. But Miranda, like I mentioned before earlier in the broadcast, he's one of their playmakers that needs to be in the game and cause plays to happen. The other goal scorers for the Mustangs, here's the other goal scorer for the Mustangs with 1 are Osorio, Mendez, Restaro, and Matos. So there's multiple players who can score, and then with the 2 goals is Miranda and Lopes. But Miranda only has 1 assist, and Osorio has 2 assists. So this is a team that doesn't get many assisted goals, which may be a problem, as you can tell in this game. Whereas New Brunswick, they thrive off the assisted goals, playing more like a team. Inestrosa into the center. Zarate to Martinez. Laying it off to Galindo. Galindo tries a shot, deflected away. And Sandor catches it and puts it away quickly. In the far corner, Pena with it. Booting it away. So coming over to the center circle. There's Rojas on the near side wing. In midfield. Gives it over to Martinez. And Martinez going all the way now to the other side on the far sideline. Sends it over to the center. Looks like it's Guzman. Guzman tries a shot. No good here. It's in the box. The Zebras inside. Tries a shot. No good. Doesn't get a good touch on it. Tried a strong shot, but he spins around like a top on that one. With the strength, but no accuracy. And Sandor boots it away. Here's the header. Zarate over to man. Lipinski trying to kick it out. It's a light touch. And letting it out of bounds. The Zebras will control it. Collymore. The pressure. Galindo looking for an open man. Here's Zarate, Collymore. And coming in is Inestrosa. Mendez with a good throw in off the head of Collymore. Down to Lopes. Lopes is going to have to fight with Cabrera for it. And he pushes Cabrera in the back. No call. Lopes. And much like the shot that Sanchez took in the first half, takes the same kind of bounce to the corner and goes on to the football practice of the New Brunswick Zebras. And it will be a throw-in. But Cabrera with some good defense on Lopes. Not letting him have his way and forcing a tough shot that goes out of bounds. Miranda. In the center, here's 23. Here's the shot. Far wide. And again, this is another shot by the Mustangs that's not on target, and the reason is because they're getting so much pressure from the Zebras, and they really just can't get anything to go. They can't get a flow on offense, and everything's not clicking. But for the Zebras, it is. Miranda in the center, and again, just out of reach. Nothing really going quite his way. Not sure if he could have gotten that one or if he was just a little lazy or mistimed the bounce. Sending the pressure, they'll make Strosa send it out to the near sideline, far sideline. Kicking it out. Be another throw in for the Mustangs. Coming up far is Gumense. Intended receiver was Miranda, but it's headed out. There's Martinez. He feels the pressure from behind. And it's stolen away by Lipinski. But here comes Martinez. Over here, it's Rojas. Rojas trying to send it up. Sandor lets it bounce in front of him before he scoops it up. Sending over the midfield. Headed by Inestrosa. And in the box, it'll be corralled by Inestrosa. Still bouncing around. Off the kick by Inestrosa. Here's the header by Sanchez. Far sideline. Looks like Guzman. Not too much possession at the moment. And now here's Martinez. Good pass off the chest. Not able to settle it. And we're going to see some quick substitutions for the Mustangs. It looks like Friederwitzer will be coming in. And some other players that haven't been receiving playing time this season. Here's a throw in. Intercepted in the middle. Here's a shot. A little too weak, and Sandor is able to come away with it. Here's the settle. Inestrosa goes out of bounds as Restaro signals to the referees, and he'll get a quick throw in. But he gives it over to Mendez. Mendez quickly going into Collymore. Collymore to Mendez. Mendez trying to find Lopes. Collymore tries to get it. Still bouncing around. Far sideline is Martinez. Martinez now in the center. Lays it off. Solano sends it up to Sanchez, it looks like. Here's a shot in the middle, and it's a goal by Martinez. I'm sorry, that was actually number 7, Zarate. And Zarate, he gets another goal on the day, his second. And with that, it's a 4-goal lead. Mustangs can't be happy with their performance today, but Zebras sure can. Zarate on another back end from Martinez. Now pushing the pace. Sanchez looking for his own goal. And that one nearly goes in. Leaving them wide open at the 18-yard line off left center. And that was almost another goal. And they can really start finding their goal scoring opportunities here in the second half. Mustangs have to do something quick or this game's going to get really out of hand. If you don't consider it out of hand already. Looking near side. Rojas. Deflected. Here comes Lopes. Cabrera to Rojas. I'm sorry, Inestrosa. And it goes off of Zarate. And Collymore Sends it up. Cabrera able to beat the Sarmiento. Here comes Rostaro. Miranda. Into the far sideline. Still going around. Zarate in the center. Holding off the Mustang defenders. Defended by Mendez. Here's the cross. Too far wide. Good attempt though, as Mendez was sending him out far to the right side, making the angle shorter for him on goal, which is what goalkeepers love from their defenders, to limit the scoring opportunities. Sending it up. Lopes. Center circle. Into the center. Miranda spinning. Just can't seem to get possession of it all game. Zarate with the header. Here comes Sarmiento. Sarmiento. Sending up to Sanchez on the left wing. And Sanchez not able to catch up with it. Osorio. And they'll call a foul on Sarmiento for holding Osorio. And he'll have to take a seat on the bench for a little while. And that's the first booking that we see all game. It's Sarmiento. And we could see there's some substitutions that are going to come into the game. Waiting on the sideline for JFK. Free kick. Not a strong one. Just a grounder. Here's a boot by Isaiah Diaz. That was almost a good attempt. And we're going to see some new faces here for the Mustangs. Coming in number 6 and number 19. And there's another player I didn't get to catch. Looks like Garrison is number 19. And the others we don't have names for on the roster. I do apologize, guys. Number 6 now. Canseco trying to send it up, but it goes out of bounds. Here's number 6. Number 6 with his first touches of the day. And you could tell he was sitting on the bench with that one. Got the cold feet. That's what happens when you're not able to warm up during the game and you're expected to come and perform in the second half. Still bouncing around. Sending up by Rojas. Off to the far sideline. It goes out of bounds and to throw in for the Mustangs. Here's the kick. And dribbling over to Inestrosa. Inestrosa perhaps not doing too much for his day, but doing what's required of him. Sandor is working overtime in this one. Here's the kick. Still up in the air. Lipinski tries to track it down. Kicks it off to the far sideline. And about the 18, it'll be a throw-in. Coming into the game, New Brunswick undefeated 2-0. Looking to push it to 3-0 now after this game against the Mustangs. And the Mustangs will most likely drop to 1-3 on the season. Here's a shot. Going far left of the goal. Good shot attempt by the Zebras. And the shots still keep coming. And Michael Sandor, lucky, or say, probably happy about that one. In the center. Tries to lay it off to the far wing. Up in the air, still trying to get possession of it. Going up the New Brunswick player, and now it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. There's Diaz. And coming in red hot. Here's the shot, and it goes far left again. Another shot that goes far left. But it looked like the Mustangs are starting to get lulled to sleep, not paying attention. But the Zebras, at times, they're backing up, but now it looks like they're trying to keep on scoring. Mustangs have to be alert and keep paying attention. Going over to the midfield. Far sideline. Coming up. Trying to establish something. Goes down. Miranda able to recover it inside the box. Here's a cross. And that was a pretty decent cross from Miranda over to Garrison. Garrison just behind it. Not able to put a touch on it, but that was one of the better plays of the day by the Mustangs. Setting up what looked to be a potential goal. Perhaps the Mustangs are starting to learn what they need to do in order to score for today. Into the center. Kicks it out. In the center circle still. Here's Martinez. Martinez chasing it down. Lays it off to the left. Intercepted. In the box. Here's a chance. Good save by Sandor. Sandor right there to block the shot. And that kick will sail wide, but Sandor looking like Tim Howard in the goal there. Knowing exactly where to be, and he's able to come away with yet another save for the Mustangs. The Mustangs have to be extremely happy that they have Sandor for a goalkeeper. There's the boot by Sandor. And going out of bounds, Mustangs will still have it. Gumaseo throw it in. Martinez laying it off to Guzman. Getting it back. Here's a shot. The grounder. Not a challenge for Sandor. He'll kick it out. Over into the box. Miranda almost got onto it, but Nostrosa was there for the save. Guzman lays it off to the left. Here's it back to Guzman. Guzman! Here's the shots! And Guzman gets on the board with that one. On the left side of the box, he hits it right into the right corner, past it on Sandor. And now Guzman, he's been looking for one all day on that wing. And that'll extend the lead to 5-0. And you can see Coach Mig is just sitting on the sidelines at this point. Trying not to let his team stress him out too much over this game. And Inestrozla will decide to let that one go out of bounds. And now it's only a matter of time management for the Zebras, trying to milk the clock as much as they can, like going after the balls on goal kicks that go out of bounds. The boot and the header up in the air, comes down with it. Far sideline. Guzman. Guzman. Going down on the left wing. Pinsky. Playing it over center. Here come the Mustangs. Still trying to get onto it. Defended. It's just good defense by New Brunswick. Mustangs really can't do anything with it. Diaz. Lopes sending it back. Mustangs getting some good touches here now. Lipinski. Zarate out of reach. Lopes in the center circle. Gives it off to 23. Here's number 6. Goes in front of his face. Cabrera. Here's Zarate. And Zarate not able to hold on. Or Zarate, I should say. I've been saying Zarate this whole time. Zarate. Galindo. In the center. Muse. Here's Guzman. Guzman switching fields. Oh, he's onside. He tries it. And he blasts it way over the goal. And once again, Sandor is there to put a challenge on the Zebra forward and prevent another goal from coming. Here, Sandor with the boot. That of Guzman. Funded by Mendez. And they're going to call a hold on Sanchez. Looks like he was holding Mendez, the correct call. And now Diaz will set up for a free kick. Diaz. Heading it over. Gumuse. Over to 6. 6 off his thighs. Lopes in the center. Center half. Here's a shot! And that one is lost. The $80 ball sails over the net. And it's somewhere in New Brunswick. And it looks like the ball girls are going to have to go and search for that one. Heading it over. Goes off the foot of Canseco. Here's Mendez. Looking for Lopes. Not fighting for a position, but it was a good job by Cabrera. Into the center. Lays it off to the left wing. On the left wing, Sanchez. In the fight with Gumuse. And with that, they'll call a free kick for Gumuse. It looked like Sanchez was tugging on his shirt a bit. Or some foul was committed. Trying to send it up. Again, the Zebras are everywhere. Mustang's not getting a clear shot for anything. Over, here's the cross. It was a good chance. Martinez, or I should say Sanchez, almost gets a good shot on that one. Here's a 5-4 with Mendez. Still able to control it. 6 gives him a challenge and it goes out of bounds. Here's the header. on the right wing, trying to start something. Fighting in the corner. Goes over to the middle. Trying to kick it out. Miranda is spinning. We haven't seen much of him today. Oh, and he gets drilled into the face. Oh, that was a hard hit. But he took it like a champ. He's up. Looks okay. I hope he's alright. Number 23. And it looks like Friederwitzer will be coming back into the game. And Mendez, looks like he'll be taking a seat. And we probably won't see him back into the rest of this game. Cabrera. Catching it is Miranda. Miranda. Trying to send Lopes in a foot race for it. And Cabrera plays some good defense by boxing Lopes out. And then Lopes making sure that they don't waste any time. He goes and gets the ball and he gives it to Inestrosa. And Inestrosa knows what he has to do and he walks it over. Trying to waste time. Far sideline now. At midfield. Trying to surge forward. Zebras once again. Going left of the goal. It'll be another goal kick for the Mustangs. As Sandor has had his fair share of goal kicks throughout this game. More than his fair share, I should say. And at midfield, the Mustangs will have a free kick. Trying to send it up. Lopes. Here's Gumase. Goes right past him. Oh, this could be a breakaway. He lays it off to Guzman. And it's a great save by Sandor. Sandor coming in with a sliding tackle. Saving it on the ground. Still not cleared. In dangerous territory. Here's Friederwitzer. The right kick. It'll go out of bounds. New Brunswick with another throw-in on the near sideline. Center half. In their own territory. Here's the header by Friederwitzer. And Miranda. Looks like he came in with a challenge and player on the field looks like he might have been stunned a bit. It was Rojas. Felix Rojas. Not too much time remaining in this game. The Zebras with a commanding victory today. As the Mustangs did not show up. But the Zebras, they were ready. Sent it into the box. Corralled by Sandor. And Sandor with a nice booming kick over to Miranda. Miranda comes down with it. Miranda with a nice move. Miranda over center. Tries to get over to Lopes, and it is not a good touch by Lopes, and it just goes right into the hands of Inestrosa. And those have been the struggles all day for the Mustangs. Over into the middle. Tries to get past Sandor, and it does! It does go past Sandor! And that's a great goal by Sanchez, and Sanchez once again connecting into the back of the net. 6-0 New Brunswick. New Brunswick came to play today. Unbelievable. What a commanding victory New Brunswick is going to have by the end of this one. That goal was pretty far out, and it wasn't even expected by Sandor. Sandor screaming at his back line over that one, as they did not let Sanchez, they let Sanchez have an open opportunity and did not pressure him. The pressure nowhere to be found. Sandor cannot be happy with his defense in today's game, doing all he can. On the far sideline, Miranda comes away with it in the box. Still in the right corner. Still flowing around. Zarate. Still bouncing around from Zebra to Mustang. On the left sideline, here's Sanchez. Sanchez tries to cross it in! And that one just goes over the crossbar. Almost goal number 7 for the Zebras. And we're going to see a late game substitution as the Zebras look to milk the clock on this corner. Not too much time left here as this game is coming to a close. Here's the kick over the center. Sandor looking to get rid of it off the head of Cabrera. Here comes number 19 over to Miranda. Lopes. Trying to get another run started for the Zebras on the far sideline. Way out in the corner. Here's a give and go. Here's a shot. A good shot. Good save by Sandor. And with that, our game comes to a close. Another game in the GMC White Division has wrapped up. New Brunswick is the winner at 6-0 over the Mustangs.